I was one of the victims who was abused right in Apostle CHIBUZOR Gift house or his residence.
I want you to stay put from the beginning of this video till the end of it. If you have been on this channel, you probably must have heard about this story. It went a little bit low and now it has risen up again. I'm talking about a popular pastor called CHIBUZOR, Apostle CHIBUZOR Chinyere. Is domiciled somewhere in the southeast of Nigeria, or if you might want to call it south, wherever down there. This apostle is known to be generous, and his generosity somehow stretches, allegedly. Let's use the word allegedly, because let's just keep the word alleged there. But you will be judging this that you're about to watch for yourself. Apostle stretches his generosity even under the skirts of underage and young ladies. He does this under the cover of I'm helping them and all of that. And you know, such randomness results into babies being produced. It got to a point, Apostle, trying to hide his sin, let's use the word sin. He did not want to come out like David. If you want to be polygamous once and for all. Apostle wanted to adopt his own son. And this brings me to a story, an allegation that was put on Prophet TB Joshua, Temitope Balogun Joshua, late, where certain people who had worked with him, who had been with him, those who were part of his ministry when he wasn't this popular, they also spoke about this. And they talked about Prophet TB Joshua also trying to adopt his own daughter, he never had a boy, adopt his own daughter just to cover up. You know, these things don't happen. It's quite unfortunate that people look at pastors as saints. But when you begin to tamper with the underwears of underage children, well, the law states that you have to be dealt with, and you have to be dealt with. But you know how these things are. You're about to watch another young lady because one came out, she didn't hide her face, she spoke about it, and she also has a testament, and that testament is a baby boy. And she said there are more children out there that Apostle had done things to. If you've been on this channel, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave one or two of the videos that I did in the past. You will be hearing the voice of the wife of this pastor confirming what we are saying. So this is not just allegation made up. And there was a certain time that the apostle said some things like, am I the only one? What about Apostle Johnson Suleiman? Another Randy pastor, allegedly. I keep using the word allegedly. If you know, you know. If you don't know, forget about it. Let us listen to this interview. It is that of a man. He is based somewhere in the United States. He has been on the bumper of Apostle Chinyere. He said, you will go down for these things. Let us listen to the account of a young lady speak about the atrocities in OPM, Omega Power Ministry. It sounds like Omega Fire Ministry, isn't it? And it seems like both of them are into the same thing. And they have the title Apostle. Let us get right into it. But before we proceed, like and share this video, subscribe to this channel.
I was one of the victims who was abused right in Apostle CHIBUZOR Gift house or his residence. And ever since then, I've been passing through a lot, and I'm currently now, I'm not feeling fine. I'm sick, and I've been the one, using from the little money I had then to take care of my treatment, those drugs. And currently now, so the doctor that is handling my, medical stuff has listed another set of drugs again that I need to take, and still all is money. And though due to everything that has happened, the pains and everything, though it keeps most times it keeps coming into my memory and it hurts and it's painful. But the only thing I seek right now is justice. And for the sake of others, too, despite I've left the place, I'm no longer there. I think justice has to be made, and an awareness too also has to be created, because there are still, according to what I'm hearing from some people out there, I'm not there anymore, but some people said he's still going on with what he's doing. And I know there are still small children that are living there, and they are still, falling victim for him. At least an awareness has to be created for these ones to be saved.
Okay. So when you say what he's doing, what is it that he's doing, and what did he do to you? You use the word abuse. Abuse could mean so many things. What can you just use 2 minutes to summarize what you mean, or what he has been doing, or what he did to you?
Okay. And I said what he's doing, he's taking advantage of young girls, and I'm also a victim.
Okay, what happened to you? What did he do to you?
Okay, while I was in his house, he forced me to sleep with him.
Okay.
And that day was actually a rape case, because it was not something which I prepared for. It was something that he forced me to do.
Okay. How old were you then?
I was 14 years old.
14 years old. Wow. You're a minor. You were a minor.
Yes.
How old are you now?
Yes. Currently now I'm 18.
18. So this happened 4 years ago, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So how did it happen? What were you doing in his room, in his house? How did he get to get to know you to the extent of taking you to the bed or forcing you or raping you? What I need to know. Just give me a summary of what happened, please. So
Okay, that day was, I went to collect snacks money.
What money?
It was in the night. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It was in the night. I went to collect my snacks money from him, from his room. So when I went there, he was alone in his room. So when I entered, he locked the door. And while I was standing by the side and I asked him for my snacks money, he brought out the money and said I must sleep with him first before he'll give me the money. Even insisted that if I accept to sleep with him, that is going to double the money for me if I want. And I said no. So he insisted and forced me to sleep with him that night. So that was how the incident took place.
So you are one of the children that live in his house, or you were one of the children that live in his house then?
I was one of the children living in his house then.
Oh, okay. Now it's making sense. Okay. So, and when you discovered that, after forcing you to sleep with you, what happened? What did you do then? Did you tell your mom? Did you go to the police? Did you report to anybody?
Okay, actually that time when it happened, I didn't call my mom or I didn't report to anybody.
Why?
Then, because of the incident that happened before in his house, and when I opened up to tell people that, see, this is what happened, nobody believed me at that point in time. If people started pointing...
What incident?
Can you hear me?
Apart from the rape, what did anything happen again?
No, I mean the first time when I went to his house, then I was new. Yes, then whenever I go close to him, I try to greet him or hug him. He will start using his hand to like touch me on my sensitive part or my private part, like trying to touch me on my bum or my breast or something. So then I wasn't feeling comfortable with it because it was something looking strange to me. So when I told other people about it, I see what happened. Nobody believed me. Even if I could remember then it was holiday in his house. When his uncle got to hear about it, they all said I was lying, that I'm laying false accusation
Who is this
on a man of God.
Who is this his uncle? What's the name of the uncle?
I don't know him by name, but they call
Okay.
him Chief.
Okay, Chief. Okay, you told him about this.
No, I was not the one that told him. A friend of mine was spreading the rumor in the house, and when he got to hear it, he came and asked me. And I told him, yes, this is what happened. But all of them were like, such kind of thing cannot happen. That I should stop telling lies. I should stop saying negative about a man of God, a man that is anointed, that he's graced with this, he's graced with that, he will disgrace me, blah, blah. They're saying so many things. At that point, even when I was taken to his front, he denied it, that he never did such a thing. So at that time now, everybody in the house started looking at me like somebody that came to spoil his image and everything.
Okay. So, okay, no problem. So now what do you want us to do for you? What do you want me to do for you?
Okay, currently.
What do you want to do for you?
Okay. What I actually want is justice.
Okay. You must surely get justice by the grace of God. So when this case happened, did you report to your mom? What did your mom do? What did she say about the case?
Okay, then because we were communicating on phone, I wasn't close to her. Like I wasn't staying with her because I was staying in his house then. So when I came back, I told her everything that happened. But because I was still under fear and pressure then of, what might happen as a teacher, I was scared. And I was like begging, because she said she was going to go to some police places to report the case and everything. So she said she will go there, but because I was begging and everything, so
You were
she didn't
begging your
proceed. But
mom not
later
to
when she
go.
proceeded, there was nobody handled the case. Nobody took up the matter.
Okay. Do you know of any other girl that was abused living under his living with him that time you were in the house?
Yes, I know, like I know some of them that the same thing happened to. But the actual thing there is that I don't know if these children will also want to boldly speak up the same way I'm speaking up, because I know then in his house, when such kind of thing happened, he normally threatened all of us not to tell anybody, not to speak up. Like I know of a girl that had an issue with him, and he was giving the girl several threats. Like if she tried to report it to anybody or tell anybody, that he's going to come after the girl's family. He will kill her mom, kill her dad. He will wipe off everybody in her family, and she will be homeless. She'll be an orphan, that she'll kill her mom, kill. And I don't know if these people will be bold, because we are then in his house. We are all living in fear. Nobody was able to, speak up. It was like a burden to us. We were looking for who to actually tell, but nobody to tell it.
Are you still living in his
I know
house
some
or
of them,
not?
but I don't know if they could, because such kind of thing happen one certain time, telling that, okay, this thing happened to some person. And when the person is being called for to, okay, did this thing happen to you? And the person will totally deny that, no, they will just start covering it up that, no, some such kind of thing did not happen to. So I don't know, because I have a friend that was very close to me. We were planning on the same thing we were looking for a way to speak, because of the thing we were passing through. Then it was too much and heavy on us. I planned with her. We even wanted to, if then I told her that she should go with me together. Let's go to the court. At least God can direct us to people that can help us to fight the case and get justice for us. But at a certain time, she turned her back on me, and later she was like, nothing, the man did not do anything. But I know her very well, and she even committed abortion for the man. And when the both of them did this stuff, the man asked her to abort the baby, that he's not ready to take care of any baby. And she even accepted, and she aborted the baby. But coming now, that last time she told people that the man did not do anything to her. So I can't actually speak for them.
This is deep. This is deep. The man that has been at the back, pressing, pushing, kicking the apostle is a gentleman based in the United States. He's a Nigerian called Ochu Daniel Ogechukwu. And he decided to share this, and I'm going to read a little bit of it, and we'll talk more. He said, allow me to shed light on the disturbing case involving Aponsta Chibuzor Chinyere Gift Nwankwo. Aponsta Chibuzor Chinyere Gift Nwankwo, who was recently charged to court by the federal government for heinous crimes against minors under his care, in a calculated attempt to divert our attention from the RPE case. You know what I mean? I don't want to, say it all. He hired these two individuals last month, offering them a hefty sum of 5 million naira to discredit our cause and cloud our focus. One of these individuals seated to my right goes by the name Soje Masoje. Soje Masoje, and operates under the facade of City of Angel International Ministries Church, Angels International Ministries, located at Rumeowara, New Layout, Eneka, Uguruta Road, Port Harcourt, River State. A quick search on the internet reveals Soje Masoje, dark past as a kidnapper in Edo State. He was apprehended, escaped prison, and was rearrested in Port Harcourt. Upon his release, he claimed a divine calling, only to be arrested again 2 years later for the gruesome murder of his girlfriend, a crime he committed in pursuit of ritualistic practices. To my left sits another dubious character, Bishop Bishop Kasi Chukwu, the leader of Peniel Miracle Ministries Church, located at number 17, Egbovoburu Road, off number 5, Uwa Lane, Way, Benin City, Edo State. A simple online search. Well, we don't even need to go to the simple online search. Kasi Chukwu was a bit loud back in those days when his godfather, I don't want to say spiritual father, well, it could be spiritual father, the church that I mentioned at the beginning, Omega Fire Ministries, headed by Apostle Johnson Suleiman, that has been dragged, and he said he himself is a generator that can be dragged here and there. Everything connects together. The same, accusation of women, but in his own case, they've not talked about underage, but they say when it comes to being, he knows how to give money, and he knows how to give the other thing too. So Kasi Chukwu was part of those people who took over this case to talk on behalf, and the same Kasi Chukwu was one who spoke about another prophet, self-acclaimed prophet, Christ Mercy Lang, Jeremiah Omoto Fufunye. And, Omoto Fufunye showed Kasi that he is a small fry. The police arrested him. They dragged him here and there. He had to publicly apologize. He came out and said he did it under duress. That shows you that we are dealing with, serious issues here. You might look at them and you say, oh, these are men of God, these are this and that. Even a prophet can, lock up a bishop. Imagine Bishop Kasi Chukwu. They all like titles, So, as it is, right now, Apostle, this allegation has been put forward. This young lady has put her face to it, saying this is what happened. I am not going to judge. No, neither am I going to, I'm not going to take sides. No, I'm not going to do that. But we are going to leave all of this to you guys out there to judge for yourself, see into it yourself. What do you think about the account of this, young ladies coming out to talk about terrible things that Apostle Dr. Chibuzor, Gift Chinyere, is really giving out gifts a lot, financial gift and the other gift. But what is it about them getting different ladies pregnant? And is it an ancestral spirit that they've not dealt with that is trying to destroy them? Or is it a spiritual right? Or it's just sin? What exactly is this thing? What exactly is this thing? Well, they said that Kasi used to be involved in forgery, adultery with the wives of church members, blackmailing fellow men of faith. Not too long ago, he served a prison time for 3 months for blackmailing Pastor Jeremiah Omotofufu. I just told you about that. So, this, I have always known that church or pastors or clerics, many of them have darkness in them. Yes, some of them are called. Yes, to be sincere, some of them are called, but they decided to be a tool in the hand of the devil. Some of them went into sin, and since the Holy Spirit is holy and does not stay in dirtiness, at the end of the day, they tend to, kind of look for powers here and there to return back what people saw in them. They want to return it back. So those spirits will give them, the demons will give them tough job to do. Some of them mistakenly, out of carelessness, they, collabo maybe a lady from the marine kingdom. And this lady from the marine kingdom decided to manipulate and decided to adulterate the oil upon their head. And they started serving the kingdom of darkness. And to pull out of it is difficult. Promises have been made to them like, you know what, don't worry, miracles and everything will come to you, you will have money, you'll be heard all over. And they continue in this mess. That's it. So there's a difference between a pastor, a prophet, a religious cleric made a mistake, probably had something to do with me, but this one has become a practice and they still want to prophesy. And they want people to see the miracles that they perform. And because you cannot bribe the Spirit of God, they need to look for people that will do fake miracles and fake testimony, miracle alert, and many terrible things that they do. That does not mean that we don't have those that God called. Do not forget that some of them, God called them. They just turned rogue. They turned rogue. So what are your thoughts as regards what you heard from this young lady? She has said her own. This is what happened. Apostle used to, check our undies to find out which color or if we are putting it on properly. And he does this to underage. They said Apostle will even go far away. And, this thing about having something to do with women, I really do not understand. The way these things, the way we hear about these things, it seems like it's a curse. Or is it what they have to do to maintain their spiritual, connection? What exactly is this thing? What exactly is this thing? What are your thoughts? Or maybe they've never known God. Because some of them go seeking after demonic powers. Majority of them, they know that all you want to hear is vision. And they call it prophecy. But these are mediums. They want to prophesy lies to you. They are using demons to connect into the realm. They mirror, the demons do what they call mirroring. And they connect to maybe the ancestral spirit in your own lineage. It gives them information. They speak one or two things there. And they expect that their demon carry out some, short time miracles, in quote, miracles. And you feel like everything is fine. They appear in your dream. That's why at times, you will see some of them appear in your dreams and having, yes, your pastor trying to force you off the bed. You see? Because I'm not saying that certain demons do not like to manipulate using the face of a pastor or a prophet just to make sure that they kick you away from that pastor. I'm not saying this one does not happen, but most of the time, you will see members of the church complaining here and there that the pastor is always appearing in their dreams to have some unholy relationship or interaction with them. What are your thoughts? Drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.